For the future, we want to continue to develop Wragg as a really exciting and innovative place to work. One of the key focuses, I think, for us is to build back fairer from the pandemic, and we are looking to really do some innovative work around social mobility and how we can genuinely narrow that gap between our most advantaged and disadvantaged pupils. That is really critical for us. We are looking to employ and also grow some really outstanding leaders of the future. We have got some great networks with some of the outstanding schools and trusts across the country, and we're working together to develop an exciting leadership programme which will enable those leaders to immerse themselves in some of the very, very best schools in the country and learn from some of the greatest practice that we have out there in the United Kingdom. And we're very excited about that, and we want to be able to share that and to offer that to any candidates that might be interested in some of the jobs that we have got this year. We are also looking to develop a consistent Wragg standard so that all our schools, there are things that we are going to agree to do together. And schools also have that freedom and that flexibility to do things that are right for their communities. But it's really important that we really benefit from that multi-academy trust and that central way of doing things. So we're developing that, what we call the sort of sweet spot in terms of what that looks like and how that is going to really benefit our schools. So that collective working is really important. If you come to work with us, you'll see some really well-established subject network communities where we're doing a lot of central planning so that teachers don't have to keep reinventing the wheel every year. They'll be able to share some really great resources and great ideas with teachers and leaders across our trust. And that's something that we're really proud of and we've worked really hard to develop in the last couple of years. And so we are looking for people who really want to be part of that sort of collective community. Our schools definitely don't work in isolation. So the Wragg Trust has worked really hard the last couple of years to develop what we call our Wragg standard. And that is us all working together and to agree in those things that we do together. The Wragg Trust doesn't prescribe everything that schools need to do. We have what we call aligned autonomy, and so schools do have freedom to do things that they think are right for their communities. But we also believe really passionately in the power of the collective, and the fact that we've got these wonderful subject communities where we are planning and developing materials and really exciting conversations around our curriculum planning. And we want to make the most of that, and we continue to develop that. And we want people to come and work for us who also want to work in that way. And so we're really interested to get applications from people that really like that idea of collective working across our trust. We have some really well established now subject communities, and it's going really, really well. We also offer really high quality CPD for both our leaders, teachers and our support staff. Some of it, I've mentioned before around leadership development, but as our subject network communities also provide really high quality CPD in those areas. But we also work externally to the Trust to tap into things like through their teaching school alliances and work with other multi-academy trusts to really bespoke and personalise CPD for individual people within our schools to make sure we're developing them. Those that want to be leaders in the future, making sure we're giving them a really wide range of professional experiences so they're going to be really, really successful in anything that they choose to do in the future. And we have got those networks both in Devon and outside of Devon, and that is something that is a real strength of our trust. In the last couple of years, we've had a significant number of our teachers and our leaders have relocated from other parts of the country. Myself, I relocated down from London in 2007, the best decision I ever made. And what's been really fantastic is that I've worked in a city, but then I've had the real beautiful benefits of Devon. So you get to have the lovely walks on the moors and the trips to the seaside and all the rest of it. The work-life balance down here is so much better than what I experienced when, having lived in London for well over 35 years. So it gives you all those the professional buzz alongside, I think, that as I say, that work-life balance. And I do think the sort of Exeter Plymouth alongside being in Devon, gives you that balance. It's perfect.